do this. Today I'm going to take advantage of the fact that it is October and I'm going to do something that I did last year. It turned out to be amazing, and it's a taste of home. It's Montreal smoked meat. Going to show you. It's a long process. It takes about 14 days in total. Crazy amount of steps, but fundamentally not that hard. First thing, I'm going to read through the ingredients. These are the things you need. First things first, brisket. I ordered one online, and Wild Forks, I think is the name of the place online. They didn't sponsor me or anything, so buy it there, don't buy it there. It's all good. I got a 10.5-pound brisket. Next, you'll need some Prague powder number 1. You need 2.5 grams per 1 kilogram of brisket. So you're gonna have to go all metric. Just for this calculation, the rest doesn't really matter. But for this calculation, Prague powder has to be very specific, has to be exact. Figure out how many kilograms your brisket is, and for each kilogram it's 2.5 grams of Prague powder number 1. There's multiple different types. You gotta do number 1. You will need a ½ cup of salt. So, seems like a lot of salt. What you're doing is you're dehydrating the meat over 12 days. The salt helps do that. It cures the meat. 3 tablespoons black pepper, 1 tablespoon white pepper, 1 tablespoon cracked yellow mustard seeds, 1 tablespoon cracked coriander seeds, 1 tablespoon garlic powder, 1 tablespoon onion powder, 1 tablespoon hot pepper flakes, and 1 tablespoon dill seeds. How you go about doing this? Trim your brisket. Don't go crazy, just remove any large pieces of fat, but don't remove all the fat. You need fat. Fat is flavor. Combine all the dry ingredients on the side and coat the brisket on all sides with that mixture. Place the brisket on a baking tray, put it in the fridge, and then every day you're going to go to the fridge and you're going to flip it. Just every day, once. Flip, 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 flip. After 10 days, you're going to rinse off the salt, the seasoning. You're just going to rinse it all off. Then you're going to let it soak for 3 hours in cool water. You're going to replace the water 2 or 3 times during that period. So every hour, you know, get rid of the water and put it again, cool water. You don't want to cook the meat. Then you dry the brisket, and then you coat with 50-50 mix of black peppercorn, cracked black peppercorn, and cracked coriander seed. Put it back in the fridge for a day, 24 hours, more or less. Then, once that's done, you have to smoke it. So you need a smoker for all this. Ideally, you're using maple chunk wood. You're smoking it until the internal temperature gets to 160 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's 8 or 9 hours, depending on the size of your meat. You're going to then refrigerate it overnight, 12 to 24 hours. And the next day, you are going to steam the meat for 3 to 5 hours. You're looking for the internal temperature to get to about 200 degrees Fahrenheit.
We were just about as wild as we were young, restless and free, madly in love, just you and me. A full tank of dreams.
The moment.
Left that dirt road town in our rearview dust. Down the interstate, it was only us and the radio, with 3,000 miles to go. And just like that, headed off to the coast. California ain't that far, where the hard times ain't that hard. Everything's better in the golden West. It's a state of mind, a way of life. It's an endless summer paradise. San Francisco to Sunset Boulevard. California ain't that far. Saw Memphis fade out with the setting sun. Made Austin as old Willie sung on the road again, just like an old friend. Phoenix, Arizona.
And there you have it, Montreal smoked meat. It's a long process, but holy smokes, that's good. If I can convert a Boston girl to love and appreciate Montreal smoked meat, it's worth trying. That's it. Simple.
California ain't that far, where the hard times ain't that hard. Everything's better in the golden West. It's a state of mind, a way of life. It's an endless summer paradise. San Diego to Sunset Boulevard. And California ain't that far. But real life, it ain't always like the movies, laying on them Hollywood big screens. You got caught up in those nights, fell in love with those bright lights, and fell out of love with me. So I went back to where we started out, working 9 to 5 in this small town, when suddenly I see you on my TV. Makes me miss you and the days when I believe California ain't that far, where the hard times ain't that hard. Everything's better in the golden West. It's a state of mind, a way of life. It's an endless summer paradise. The Hollywood Hills to Sunset Boulevard. California ain't that far. And California ain't that far.